Live from the Fleet Center in Boston, Nesson presents exclusive coverage of Boston Bruins hockey. Tonight, the Bruins take on the Washington Capitals. Hello again, everyone. Dale Arnold along with Gordy Kluzak and Tom Karen. Glad you could be with us tonight here on Nesson. Well, the Boston Bruins come in as one of the hottest teams in the NHL. The Caps arrive on a pretty good streak of their own.
Yeah, very similar. The Caps really struggled like the Bruins early on the road, but lately both teams playing much improved, especially defensively.
Well, let's talk defense for just a moment. And for the Boston Bruins, let's talk as big a defenseman as this league has to offer. 6'7" Hal Gill.
Well, Hal Gill is so imposing physically, 240 pounds. He's really started to use that size more, and he's also moving the puck extremely well. Started the play that really sent Jason Allison in for his first goal. Hal Gill, I think, got it off to a bit of a slow start, but he's really hitting his stride along with the rest of the Bruins. He's one of the up-and-coming young defensive stars in this league. Outstanding, playing even more physical, plus-minus on the Bruins. All around, a very big man on the blue line.
Well, you mentioned Gill helped set up Jason Allison's first goal of the year against the Rangers here a couple of nights ago. Before the game, Jason said he thinks he's finally starting to hit his stride.
The biggest struggle I think I've had is trying to find the flow I can get myself in, and I'm at the top of my game. I haven't really been there yet. I've just missed so much time in training camp. In the beginning of the year, I was playing hurt, and then I missed a week and a half, and I haven't been, even when I was practicing, I wasn't really touching pucks, and it's something I have to find out there myself, and I'm playing better, but I still haven't, I'm not at the top of my game yet.
Well, Jason is one of the best young players in the National Hockey League, and it's that kind of attitude and these kind of hits and physical play that really tell you he will become better and better. If I had to bet on anything, I would bet on Jason Allison leading this team in scoring by the end of the year. He can do it all. He's a much better skater than he looks. Finally got that first big breakthrough goal. He's certainly been bothered by that forearm injury. Perhaps that's getting a little bit better, but finally getting that goal certainly helped his frame of mind. Fourth on the Bruins, as I mentioned. That will move up.
It's been a couple of years since the deal, so some people forget that Jason Allison and Anson Carter came here when Adam Oates went there. Let's take a look at how things have gone since the big deal. There were goaltenders involved as well, Jim Carey and Bill Ranford, but look at those numbers.
This has to be one of the biggest steals in the history, even in Harry Sinden, who's negotiated a number of these terrific trades for the Bruins. None better than this. Look at Allison and Carter, two of the most up-and-coming young center icemen in this league, and they're complete players. Adam Oates is a great player. He's been one of the best players in the 1990s, but the next decade, I'm betting on Carter and Allison.
Well, we mentioned that Jason Allison broke a long goalless streak. So did Adam Oates recently. In fact, he went 30 games without a goal, and he admitted, yeah, it was starting to get to him a little bit.
For myself, I've never really been a guy who worried about getting goals, but, you know, when you get that goose egg at the beginning of the season, I mean, I like to get rid of that. And it just kind of snowballed a little bit. Wasn't getting too many chances, and finally one went in.
Adam Oates is still a very, very good hockey player. Only Wayne Gretzky in the decade of the 1990s has more assists than Adam Oates. And as he said, he's not really focused on scoring goals, but he can do that as well. He's got a great touch around the net. Himself and Peter Bondra really make a dynamic duo. There you see where he's done. He will be a Hall of Famer, but it's still nice for even a Hall of Famer to get a goal when he's got that goose egg, as he mentioned.
It's the Boston Bruins taking on the Washington Capitals tonight here at the Fleet Center. Sometimes the measure of a man is not when he gets knocked down, but what he does after he gets back up. The Bruins take on the Caps. All the action next on Nesson.
Going in a straight line is one issue, and most people, when they think of speed and power plants, think of... The fact is, you're going fast and slow, and you're turning in the process of doing it. The new Ultima has been redesigned with that in mind. We refined the suspension. We reduced the body roll. We goosed the engine. Technically speaking, we gave the car some...
You've got a key to your house. You've got a key to your car. Well, now you've got a key to the pump. Speed Pass from Mobil. It's your personal key to getting in and out of the station fast. Just wave it at the pump, gas up, and go. To get your free Speed Pass, call now, toll-free. Mobile Speed Pass is linked to a major credit card or check card you already have. Over 3 million people are already getting gas faster with Mobile Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas.
We know advanced technology doesn't have to be complicated, that every product must be meaningful. And the end result will make you smile. Open up to Samsung Digital. Samsung Digital. Everyone's invited.
The freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. By Bell Atlantic Mobile. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile. By Mobile, introducing the fastest way to get gas. Mobile Speed Pass. It's free and it's only at Mobile. By Pro Player, official on-ice apparel supplier to the Bruins. By Salem 5 Savings Bank. DirectBanking.com. This is the way banking should be. And by GMC, real truck capability with driving comfort. Tom Karen with you here in our Nesson studios. The Bruins put their 6-game home winning streak on the line tonight against the Washington Capitals, a team that has lost only 2 of its last 8 games, but has just 1 road win on the year. It's the first meeting of the year between these 2 teams, and it's 1 day shy of the anniversary of last year's first meeting when the Bruins and Caps had a good old-fashioned slugfest at the Fleet Center. There were a lot of former Caps on the Bruins, and they were trying to show their old team who's got the muscle in the Eastern Conference now. Even old friends, Byron Defoe and Ole Kolzig. The Bruins won that game 5-4 in a Jason Allison overtime goal. No one expects more of the same tonight.
I don't think there's any huge rivalry against this team. No big hate factor like that Detroit-Colorado thing that goes on. I think, if anything, we just want to beat them on the scoreboard.
They're a team that always plays us hard. You know, after that big trade, there's a little bit of a history between these 2 clubs, and I think it's always fun and entertaining hockey whenever we get together.
We'll see who's got the muscle tonight. Always fun when these 2 teams go at it because of the trades between them over the past couple of years. We're ready for face-off at the Fleet Center. Let's send you out to Causeway Street. Dale Arnold and Gord Kruzak.
Thanks very much, Tommy. Bruins and Caps set to face it off tonight here at the Fleet Center. The officials assigned by the National Hockey League. Kerry Frazier is your referee. Pat DiFuso and Tony Seracolo work the lines. Goaltending matchup. Old friend Craig Billington gets an infrequent appearance in nets for the Washington Capitals. Only his 3rd game of the season, down at the other end of the ice. Byron Defoe, he will go back in for his 5th appearance of the year. The goals against average and saves percentage aren't yet where he wants them, but as he said earlier, hey, I'll take the 4 wins anytime over the goals against average and the saves percentage. There is Byron's buddy, Olaf Kolzig, who you saw him fighting with a moment ago. Best men at each other's wedding. I don't quite know how you say that, but
I think you got the point across.
Or tried anyway. Al Gill back into his own zone for the Bruins. Key injury for the Bruins tonight with Kyle McLaren out of the lineup, and it'll be interesting to see how Pat Burns utilizes his defensemen. Would not be surprised to see him go a lot of the way tonight with 4 defensemen. Axelson had the stick and glove knocked out of his hand. Anson Carter. P.J. Axelson leaves it for Bork. Tried to serve it up in front. Blocked. Out comes Brendan Witt. Glenn Metropolitan back to play now for the Capitals. I've already decided Metropolitan is one of my favorite names in the NHL this year.
Talked a little bit about Kyle McLaren not being in the lineup. Certainly causes some problems for Pat Burns, Jacques Laperriere. I was talking to Ken Baumgartner, the assistant coach, and trying to figure out which defensive pair, maybe Bork and Gill, which line to match them against. The Capitals really have 2 lines that score pretty well. Oates and Bondra and Bulis and Zednik and Konowalchuk. There you see the Bruins lines.
Jeff Zaire called up from Providence of the American Hockey League, making his NHL debut tonight. Jonathan Girard, was playing up front and is now back on defense, his normal position. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see those top 4 defensemen play a fair chunk of the game tonight.
Well, I think you see this pairing right now for the Bruins, Sweeney and Girard. It's a pairing that Ken Baumgartner said they were really going to try to commit to and try to keep rolling those 6 defensemen if they can. Van Imp has been playing tremendous hockey, and I'm sure it feels good for Girard to be back on the defense after playing right wing for a while.
Jeff Zaire, originally an Islander draft pick, back was the 31st pick overall back in 1997. Signed by the Bruins as a free agent in the offseason. Missed all of training camp with an injury, and in fact hasn't really had a chance to play much in Providence either, but is out there tonight. Lobs it into the zone looking for Sean Bates. Andre Nicolishin out for the Capitals. Shot smothered. Nice play by Don Sweeney to take that one out.
I think the matchup you'll see Pat Burns really try to keep is the Anson-Carter line against Adam Oates and Peter Bondra, with Gill and Bourque on defense.
Lying behind the net to grab the puck is Joe Thornton, and he is just flying through center ice. Poked away by Jan Bulis. Girard back, tips it away from Konowalchuk. Cats keep it in. This defense pair's been out there quite a while for the Bruins. They wanted to get off for a change, but didn't make it. Konowalchuk and Zednik are in the corner for the Capitals. Sweeney takes down Konowalchuk. Nice play by Andre Savage to just clear it to the other end and let that defense pair change it up. It's worth the icing call there just to get the defense pair changed up.
Ron Wilson, 7th season already. Slightly below 500. Capitals. Jamie Huscroft, Halverson, Gonchar. He's a big loss on their blue line. That's 3 healthy scratches. Pat Burns, well, they've played through some serious injuries, and there's a lot of grit out of that lineup tonight. You look at Belanger, McLaren, and DeMaio for starters.
You will recall when these two teams met a year ago, and Tom showed you the footage a moment ago, it was a rough and tumble affair coming on the heels of their emotional playoff series the year before. The goaltenders were squared off at one point. Given the people out of the Bruins lineup tonight, I would not necessarily expect this to be the same sort of game.
Although Byron has a much better chance against Billington. He's not nearly as big as Kolzig. He'd go right after him.
Well, he went right after Kolzig for that matter.
Yeah, but that was kind of WWF-ish right there.
Yeah, he was sort of laughing, wasn't he, halfway through that? Steve Hines broken up. Andrechuk tips it back to center ice. Matthias Timander fires it back in. Andrechuk keeps it in at the far point. Serves it up deep for Allison. Jason Allison hit by Ken Klee. Muscles it loose to Andrechuk. Back into the skates of Allison. Pinned there. Adam Oates slips it away to the near wing. Ray Bourque at the near point couldn't come up with it. Glenn Metropolitan into the Boston end. Taken away by Timander. Bourque battling with Metropolitan. Puck loose to the near wing. Bondra throws it through the slot to the far corner. Lobbed out of the zone by P.J. Axelson as the Bruins are attempting to get the checking line out there.
One thing an injury to a player like Kyle McLaren does, it should give someone like Matthias Timander more ice time. Have an opportunity to really show his stuff a little bit more. He has not really played a lot of quality minutes night in and night out. And he's got tremendous talent.
Anson-Carter slips it in front. Great save. Billington on the stop attempt by Mikko Eloranta. Caps clear the zone.
Anson-Carter is just on a roll, isn't he? He's got that feeling that he can beat people one-on-one. He's making things happen. Every time he touches the puck, good things are happening for him or his line mates.
Come on, move it.
Jonathan Girard through center ice, clears it into the offensive zone. Far corner there. First is Zaire, leaves it for Bates. Sean Bates hacked at. Penalty call upcoming. Bates is shaken up. Girard gets the shot that's deflected to the corner. Nicolishin touches up. Sean Bates gets slashed. Bruins get the power play. Bates hunched over after he took the slash, but was able to stay out there, and I think he's going to be okay.
Sean Bates gets the
right there,
right in the face again. He got the cross check against the Rangers the other night. Another look at it right there. The tip of the blade right in there. Brendan Witt plays a aggressive form of defense, that's for sure.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the Bruins power play fares, because the Washington Capitals come in with one of the all-time roles as a penalty killing unit. They have not given up a power play goal in 11 straight games. Bruins out there have Van Impe and Bourque at the points. Andrechuk, Allison, and Hines are up front. Bourque fires it wide of Billington's net. Joe Sacco tied up in the corner. Hines slips it loose to Andrechuk. Serves it up back to the point for Van Impe. Bourque into the corner. Hines lets it roll to Andrechuk. Far corner Allison. Allison got it loose. Andrechuk gathers it in. Andrechuk back to Bourque. Bourque shot. Billington glove save, and he'll hold on.
When the Bruins are playing well on the power play, they make a couple of quick passes, and then they fire it on the net and just converge on the goaltender. Good play there by Steve Hines, realizing where that pass was going, didn't reach out and try to intercept it. And again, Ray Bourque, head up all the way, never looking down at the puck, making sure that he gets that puck on net, gets it through the penalty killer. 48 consecutive. That's amazing.
48 in a row, and yet they're still only 8th in the league as a penalty killing unit. Gives you an idea what they must have been like before that. Bourque to Van Impe. Billington makes the save and holds on. When you go 11 games without giving up a power play goal, you climb all the way to 8th.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I'm guessing that he doesn't have his eye black on because of the sun, so
no.
Darren's got a pretty good shiner going there. Almost looks like Chris Hovan of the BC Eagles with all that black.
It's amazing how well Darren Van Impe has played and really developed. And the Bruins got him on waivers from Anaheim, and here he is. You know, he's such a potent member of the power play. He's got great offensive skills, and his defensive game has just improved so much. You have to give the coaching staff here a lot of credit. LaPerriere has brought along so many great young defensemen, and he certainly seems like he's done it again with Van Impe.
Shot by Hines, just wide of the far post. Kept in by Van Impe. Allison to Andrechuk. I think he hit the post. Bourque for Allison. Back to Bourque. Allison along the line, couldn't keep it in. Puck cleared down the ice by Peter Bondra. 30 seconds of power play time remaining. Bruins bring out Savage, Thornton, and Samsonov. Long shot gloved by Billington. He'll give up a draw on the defensive end. Bruins have the first 6 shots on goal in this game, but we're still without a score.
Dave Andrechuk on the power play. Those quick hands. You better be ready. That thing was labeled for inside the far post. Good stop by Billington. Pretty good record against the Washington Capitals. When you score more goals than Rocket Richard, you're bound to have a pretty good record against most teams.
Girard and Sweeney man the points on the power play. Girard goes to Thornton. Sweeney at the far point. Shot just missed Savage for the tip attempt. Thornton back to Girard. Blast block. Rebound Sweeney. Backboard Samsonov. Samsonov to Sweeney. Don Sweeney. Last block to the corner. Penalty call to Samsonov. As down in a heap goes Kelly Johansson. Just as the Caps come back at full strength, they'll go on the power play when we come back.
Fans, redirect your attention to the show.
Hertz presents famous last words.
I know this town like the back of my hand.
Left or right? They said it was easy, just follow the signs.
These are the words that inspired Neverlost. the in-car navigation system from Hertz. Tell it where you want to go.
Approaching right turn, followed by a right turn.
And it tells you how to get there.
Shortest distance.
Will you find Never Lost in any other rent-a-car?
Okay, now this is the third time we have been in this block. People are now waving to us.
Not exactly.
Unlimited luxury at a surprising price. Chrysler LHS, now with 0.9% financing for up to 60 months. At Chrysler Plymouth, we'll show you what's new.
Is anyone suspected?
Some say it is the witch of the Western Woods.
There are no witches or galloping ghosts.
Are you so certain of everything?
The mystery.
Is everyone in this village enthralled to superstition?
The magic.
Perhaps there's a bit of a witch in you.
Why do you say that?
Because you've bewitched me.
The legend. Johnny Depp. Christina Ricci in a Tim Burton film. Sleepy Hollow. Rated R. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Hey, what's it gonna take to get you to buy this computer today, huh? Come here, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll upgrade your Sims to Dims, no charge. You'll even throw in a SCSI card. See, I ain't that mouse pad. You want the mouse pad? 100% pure real neoprene. Come on, let me talk to you.
Don Sweeney with the shot pass on the power play to Andre Savage. The puck never really got down on the ice. Savage would have had to knock it out of the air. Sergei Samsonov took a hooking penalty in the offensive zone on the power play. So it's a marginal call at best, but
Caps put their power play to work. Linesman Pat DePuzzo just put his finger up in Dmitry Mironov's face after Mironov's dump in into the offensive end clanked off of DePuzzo's elbow. Put his finger right up in his face and was yelling at him. I like that. Cleared in by Kalle Johansson. Steve Konowalchuk tried to kick deep. Locked in the corner by Gill. Back to the blue line. Johansson near point shot. Kick save. Look at that play by Axelson. Batting it 4 feet off the ice and down length of the ice.
Looks like PJ may be having some problem with an edge. He was doing a few C cuts on the way to the bench.
Caps back in. Broken up. Puck cleared down the ice by Mikko Eloranta. Ken Klee up to the Boston line. Don Sweeney back. Will fire it right back down. Alexei Tezikov back on the blue line with Ken Klee. That's Klee with the puck at center ice. Oates is up front with Ulf Dahlin and Peter Bondra. Klee. Cross ice flick to the far corner. Sweeney bats it out of the air. Andrechuk tries to cycle it deep. Dahlin tied up. Bondra. Blue line. Tezikov for Klee. Shot hit the post. It was deflected, hit the outside of the far post. Klee drive blocked out of the zone by Dave Andrechuk.
I think Ulf Dahlin got a piece of that puck. Just tipped it.
Samsonov out of the box. Bruins back at full strength. Capitals come to center ice. Chris Simon clears it behind the Boston net. Ray Bork. Far corner feed, Hal Gill. Red line drive, bluffed by Billington. Nolan Baumgartner to the corner for the Capitals. Ties up Joe Thornton. Tucker battled around in the skates there. Thornton gets it back to Gill. Wrist shot deflected wide. Off the bench, Savage. Deep for Sergei Samsonov. Tried to go to the front of the net for Thornton. It was blocked by Simon. Joe Sacco comes out. Clears it away to the Boston blue line. Bork back in front of Simon. Nicolation's pocket picked by Thornton. Thornton offensive end. Hit hard by Klee in the corner. Samsonov deep for Savage. Savage back to the net. Thornton tried to center it in front to Samsonov. Couldn't slip it through. It was blocked and cleared out of the zone. Nice play by Sacco.
Joe Thornton leads this team in plus minus. He leads it in scoring. He's eating up lots of minutes, taking critical face-offs. All the things that the Bruins hoped he would be when they picked him #1. And he's been brought along masterfully by this coaching staff.
Picked off by the Caps. Spin around shot, stick save Defoe. Joe Hulbig out for Jeff Zaire. Tipped away at the last moment. Bates ties up his man. Puck is loose. Zaire jumps up onto the play. Zaire, great feed for Hulbig. Hulbig shot wide. from the corner. Behind the net, Bates couldn't come up with it. Commander. Van Imp. Dumped in by Hulbig as he's hit by Zednik. Pezikov looking for Zednik. Puck picked off by Hulbig. Lost it to the poke check of Jeff Halpern, and it's cleared into the Boston end. Both teams changing it up on the fly. Top line out for the Capitals. Oates between Metropolitan. Oh, he has got... Oates is doing double duty here. He's got Black on one wing, and I think Dollins on the other.
See how solid Jason Allison is.
Commander, shot, save, rebound covered up by Billington. We're flying here at the Fleet Center. 8:13 left to play in the first. We've got no score.
If you're familiar with the Boston sports scene, you know Eastern Clothing of Watertown. They've been outfitting professional athletes and businessmen for more than 50 years. I wear Joseph Abboud clothing because it's relaxed and comfortable. I like the styles, the colors, and fabrics. Eastern Clothing of Watertown carries a great selection of Joseph Abboud clothing and other famous lines, too. They're great guys. It's a great store. They really know their business. I guarantee you, you'll leave here looking good. So stop by and visit John and Paul at Eastern Clothing of Watertown.
If you were a new luxury car, how would you stand apart from the rest? Would you have the most powerful V6 in your class? Or the largest interior? Maybe you'd offer amenities you couldn't find anywhere else. Imagine how special you'd be if you could claim all of them. Presenting the all-new Infiniti i30. It's all the best thinking.
We know advanced technology doesn't have to be complicated. That every product must be meaningful. And the end result will make you smile. Open up to Samsung Digital. Samsung Digital. Everyone's invited.
Well, we've seen Jason Allison like a running back who likes to take a good shot on a linebacker every now and then. Do this time and again. This time, Brendan Witt, one of the best hitters in the league, tried to step up on Allison, and he got the worst of it.
He is strong, isn't he?
He is, and he's not really that physically imposing, but he's just so strong in his skates, naturally strong.
Defoe sprawls. I think he just got a piece of it to knock it away from Metropolitan. Bondra scores.
Well, Peter Bondra is still one of the most dangerous goal scorers in the National Hockey League, and he finds the open area. Puck kind of goes in there loosely, but Bondra just finds a little bit of an open area in behind Anson Carter. No one has him. Forward tried to come down from high, and it just could not get to him. And Peter Bondra with now his 11th goal. He's got that quick release, put it right on the ice to the far corner. One of those bang-bang-like plays that Bruins have to be very aware of where Peter Bondra is on the ice at all times, and just lost track of him there for a moment, and it cost him.
Glenn Metropolitan will get an assist. We'll check for a second one, but the Capitals take a 1-0 lead. Peter Bondra, one of the best goal scorers of the 90s, unleashes another one.
Another look at this goal. The Bruins not really chasing the puck behind the net. Very patient defensively like they try to be, but not quick enough to get out on Peter Bondra. Didn't pick him up in the high slot. Usually the Bruins are very good at that. They'll give you a little room behind the net, but they'll lock up the players out in the high slot that can really hurt you.
Bruins have outshot the Capitals 9-4, but trail 1-0. Oates gets the second assist on the goal by Bondra. Nicolishin sends it deep, centering pass poked away by Defoe. Kept in near point by Mironov. Sacco to the corner for Nicolishin, drives it over the shoulder of Defoe. Poked out of the zone by Allison. Checked by Ken Klee. On Andre Nicolishin back to get it. Trying to turn away from Andrechuk, who takes it away. Chris Simon takes it away from Andrechuk. Bruins get control. Jonathan Girard to Dave Andrechuk. Andrechuk shovels it back to Hines. Shot blocked. Mironov smothered that one. Get out to center ice. Oates ties up Sweeney. Ulf Dahlin behind the Boston net. Dahlin turns. Defoe holds the short side. Joe Thornton intercepts for Boston. Comes to center ice. Bruins are in the middle of a line change. Thornton gets taken down hard by Brendan Witt. Samsonov ties up Witt. Thornton snakes it back to the point, but out of the zone for Commander.
I hope Joe's all right. He's going off the ice, favoring that left side a little bit.
Adam Oates had it blocked by Richard Zednik. So tried to clear it into the offensive end. This one goes over the glass and into the seats.
Get a look at Joe Thornton on the bench. He's in serious pain, discomfort. Keep a look at his see what happens here. Goes into the boards very awkwardly. Still able to get the puck and make a pass after that.
He's got his left glove off, and you did see the left arm kind of fall awkwardly into the boards there.
Looks like he got a sort of a stinger or something. Hopefully it'll be all right. He doesn't look like he wants much help, or he doesn't want to go anywhere.
Van Imp, head to Bates. Jeff Halpern back. Kerry Frazier trying to get them to move the puck, but a pile of players seals it for the faceoff. 5:24 left to play here in the first. 1-0 Capitals with the lead.
Flying to Baltimore for business? If these 19 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Baltimore, maybe this will. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA.
You are now free to move about the country.
First, Europe's most coveted design award. Now, honored as the highest quality luxury sedan in America, the Volvo S80. My goodness.
I'll give you the horn.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. 'Cause yesterday's gone.
Advanced wireless plans. Advanced digital network. Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Don't you look back.
It's for you.
Well, it's great to see that Joe Thornton is, after this rather awkward move into the boards, courtesy of Brendan Witt, back on the ice and feeling apparently no ill effects from that.
Well, I'll tell you, Gordy, he's moving gingerly. He's out there right now. Witt steals. Defoe save. Rebound. Defoe makes the stop on Konowalchuk. Yeah, he must be okay. Joe Thornton just threw Richard Zednik to the ice. I know Joe is tough, but this is probably not a good time for him to get involved.
When you see a player like, was it Zednik, taking a couple of extra shots at your goaltender, it's great to see somebody like Joe Thornton come in and send a strong message. Bruins just didn't get the puck out of the zone, turned it over inside the blue line. That's going to mean trouble. There you see that last little shot Probably looked worse from Joe Thornton's angle.
Well, it was actually Konowalchuk who was the guy on the goaltender. Zednik was kind of on the side of the pile. Konowalchuk goes over the goaltender here.
Bottom line, though, a couple of very good saves by Byron Defoe, one on Whitchuck.
Bruins had a 6-0 shots on goal advantage at one point. It is now 9-8 Boston in the shots on goal department, but the Capitals with a 1-0 lead. Peter Bondra's 11th goal of the year, the only scoring in this one so far. Oates is out there with Metropolitan Bondra right now. Penalty call upcoming. P.J. Axelson's stick ripped right out of his hands. Bondra or Oates, I think it's Bondra who's going to go off for holding the stick on P.J. Axelson.
That looked like holding the stick for sure.
Watch P.J. here.
Sometimes you get that stick just caught right in the cruck of your elbow, and that's what Bondra did. He just sort of clamped down on it. PJ let go of it and got the penalty.
Well, though you could see Bondra clamp that elbow down.
Right. It's not really, well, yes it is. But holding the stick is reaching out and grabbing someone else's stick with your hand. Just accidentally got caught in there under my arm.
Darn.
Mr. Referee.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Second power play try of the night for the Bruins. 0 for 1. Long shot stopped by Billington. Capitals have killed off 49 straight power play tries against. Bork and Van Impe at the points. Allison, Hines, and Rachuk up front. Allison with the puck into the zone, snakes it back. Nice play to Andrechuk. Leaves it for Bork. Bork shot blocked. Puck clear. Konowalchuk blocked it. Witt cleared it. Caps changing the penalty killers. Hines couldn't control the pass from Bork, but does keep it in. Hines over to Samsonov just off the bench. Back to Bork. Far point, Van Impe. Shot, save. Billington falls on top of it.
You can see why the Capitals have done such a good job penalty killing. They're very aggressive up high. They don't give you much time to react. And then down low, they've got a big, solid, strong, physical defense who really clear the way and will protect that goaltender from the forwards trying to get in there and look for the rebounds.
Thornton is out there now to take the draw between Savage and Samsonov. Nikolicia and Thornton will take this draw. Looks like Thornton's going to get chased. Savage will step in against Nikolicia. Caps gain cleanly, and Mironov just sends it down the ice.
You might want to try Samsonov the next time Joe gets kicked out if it's Savage on the one wing. Looks like he was very comfortable in that.
Bruins can't control the pass. Caps clear it down again. Bruins took an over on the power play here against the Rangers on Thursday night.
I think it had a lot to do with your pessimism, though.
I feel very good about this power.
That's what I thought.
I feel great about it. Thornton spilled in the corner.
Scored against Washington in 50 tries. But...
Capitals clear it out. Andre Nikolicia. Nikolicia. Shot, score! Shorthanded goal for Andre Nikolicia. 2-0 Capitals with the lead.
Well, it's a killer to give up a shorthanded goal, and the Capitals did a good job executing a 2-on-2. See, the one forward just drive right through. It's a screen shot. Sacco took Samsonov right with him, got in right in Byron Defoe's line of view, and Capitals' Nikolicia just turned around and fired it on net. Found its open side of the net.
Jonathan Girard couldn't keep that one in.
Number 13, Andre Nikolicia. Assistant
Well, I'll tell you what we've seen so far from Jeff Zaire, Gordy, is a couple of huge hits. Bates, shot, save, rebound, missed by Hulbig. Witt pushes it back under Billington's pads. Joe Hulbig on the doorstep with the puck at his feet, couldn't come up with a rebound try.
Sean Bates scored a beautiful goal against the Rangers, utilizing that explosive speed. Hulbig has been very impressive to me. Plays really not afraid of the physical game, drives to the net, gets involved. Looks like Jeff Zaire likes to play a rough and tumble type game as well.
Good size, 6'3", 195 pounds. He has certainly laid a couple of pretty good licks on out there. Bruins trail 2-0, however. Back in. Nico Elarante's shot stopped by Billington. We'll show you why Jeff Zaire had to be called up. Kyle McLaren hurt himself in the final 30 seconds of the game here Thursday against the New York Rangers. We've searched all the footage and we think we found it for you.
See his left hand right there get jammed in, that perhaps that opening certainly jammed his hand, and I tell you what, it must be darn sore to keep Kyle McLaren out of the lineup with the type of injuries that we've seen him play through. It has to be something that he can't even hold on to his stick right now. Of course, he hurt his other thumb against Rob Ray, so you got two sore hands.
Carter, offensive zone. Little shift, can't come up with a puck. Penalty call upcoming to Metropolitan. Obstruction holding the call as he just tackles Anson Carter. And in fact, Fraser's laughing at Metropolitan, saying, don't even try to argue that one.
This is about the only way somebody's going to be able to stop Anson Carter lately. Right there, he locked his arm and took him right down.
Although, you know what? Metropolitan. Kerry laughing about it. But, you know, if you looked at it on the replay, Gordy, it almost looked like Anson pulled him down.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of locked arms.
Metropolitan goes off for holding. Bruins on the power play. Third time tonight. 0 for 2 with a man advantage. 50 straight successful kills for the Capitals. Ray Bork at the near point keeps it in. Andrechuk to the corner for Allison. Allison back boards. Has Andrechuk in front. Van Imp for Bork. Blast, save, rebound. Allison can't get it. Andrechuk does. Shot blocked over the glass and into the seats.
Well, Jason Allison really likes to get to his office right there behind the net. Dave Andrechuk will plant himself off to one side. This is the end of the play. Ray Bork, guess what? Putting it right on the net. Ray Bork, a little touch of the flu or a cold yesterday, but you know, he'll probably only play 26, 27 minutes tonight.
They'll cut him down quite a bit, I think. Bork has that pass blocked out of the zone by Bondra. Bork with a little fake. Brought Allison in offside. Bork then took the hit from Ken Klee against the far wing boards.
Well, if you missed the Ray Bork tribute at Symphony Hall, don't miss this special night of television on NESN, featuring the personal appearances and television special that chronicled Ray's historic career. Tune in, a tribute to Ray Bork, the first 20 years. Thanksgiving night at 8, only on NESN.
There he is. Who knows how far into the second 20 years he'll be able to play. Van Imp and Bork are at the points. Thornton, Samsonov, Carter up front on the power play. Bruins have gone a while without a power play goal. And it looked like Pat Burns is shuffling things around a little bit. Thornton with it. tried to go back to the blue line to Bork. It was deflected by Halpern to the corner, and the Caps clear it out. And it dumps it in. Halpern sends it behind the net to the far wing. Van Imp tried to go to the blue line for Bork, who picks up the penalty call. Interference to call against Bork as he takes down Halpern.
Well, this is one of those reaction things. You think the player's going to be able to get by, perhaps have a chance to go in on a breakaway. Samsonov was backing him up. Ray Bork, also a consequence of being so darn strong. Put your arms out there and send them flying.
41 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Caps will begin a power play that they will carry into the second.
It's amazing, you know, you look at Ray Bork and you see his eyes and the focus. Certainly not his mental approach to the game is just been incredible over these years, and regardless of the situation, he is just totally tuned in on what he wants to do out there.
Mironov behind his own net gets away from Allison, comes out to Sacco. Slowed up by the attempted hip check of Tamander. Nicolishin stood up by Sweeney. Shot left skate save by Byron Defoe as the Bruins clear it out. Nicolishin and Sweeney were locked up behind the play. Metropolitan comes out of the box. Capitals on the power play. Second of the night for Washington. Bondra in front, blocked away by Sweeney. Metropolitan away from Allison. Blue line, Witt. Far point drive, Defoe save, rebound knocked wide. That will do it for the first. Capitals get a goal from Peter Bondra and a shorthanded goal from Andre Nicolishin. Bruins outshoot Washington, but trail 2-0 at the end of one. Back to the Nesson studio as we go now, and Tom Caron. Tom?
Thanks very much, Dale. Craig Billington, the former Bruin, making 14 saves in his first period against his former team. Not only Kolzig in net tonight for the Capitals. Kolzig playing last night in the tie with Carolina, so it's not a Defoe-Kolzig, not a matchup of best friends, but a matchup instead against a former Bruin as Billington comes in and shuts the Bruins down, and the Bees trail 2-0 after 20 minutes of play as they try to extend their home winning streak to 7 games. The Biller in net, Craig Billington making just his 3rd appearance of the year and getting some offensive help early on. Great work behind the net from the rookie Gren Metropolitan. He feeds Peter Bondra. Bondra, a team leading 11th goal to make it 1-0. And then Brendan Witt, the big hit here on Joe Thornton as he caught him at a weird angle and sent him into the boards. Thornton looked to be in a lot of pain on the bench. Hopefully just a stinger. He did come back and play well. And Andre Nicolishin goes in short-handed, a long one through the screen, beats Defoe. At one point, the Bruins are out shooting the Caps 6-0. It ends up being 14-11 in favor of the Bruins. First of the year for Nicolishin. That is the difference, or the second goal in a 2-0 lead for the Washington Capitals. Stay with us, news and notes, as well as highlights from around the league as the Bruins try to rally here, down 2-0. Jason Allison will try to fire up the troops as the Bees try to come back at the Fleet.